Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Ms. Samantha Dorning, the class of 2017 valedictorian.
It is such an honor and blessing to be able to speak to you all, friends, family, teachers, staff, and most importantly, my fellow Providence class of 2017. I truly love you all. You are my second family, my best friends, and the living proof of God's providence on earth. And I am eternally grateful to all the work you have put into your achievements and the amount of time the entire Providence staff has put into our success. I especially thank my parents who worked so incredibly hard to make the sacrifice to send me to Providence. I am forever grateful. I am here to speak about one of the values most endearing to my heart, Veritas, truth. For a long time, I wondered what to say, what platitudes and philosophies I would use to explain truth to you, what examples would inspire you, what directions would guide you, and what advice would launch you. For I am standing in front of the world's future scholars, artists, professional athletes, writers, Broadway performers, doctors, politicians, mathematicians, and leaders who are ready to change the world. I am standing in front of those who have embraced their time at Providence together, but who are ready for the next chapter, the new self they will discover. Well, after much pondering and some inspiration, I found a truth that is deeply sincere to my heart, and here is how it goes. St. Augustine read the book, St. Paul had a look in the sky and was blind by the light of God's eyes. Martin Luther King held the dream in his mind. Mother of Calcutta fed one child at a time, and there we find, may I remind, that the truth expands past the boundaries of a school and a roof. Truth? What is truth? Sometimes it's the wave of a flag or the motion of salute. For Washington and Lincoln, the stripes became their path when the stars felt the wrath of rulers and brothers. And for Einstein, math became his truth and his truth became his math. And if you can calculate E equals MC squared, then you can take that rocket anywhere. For great thinkers think best in the sun, where no identity hides or false narrative lies. So look in my eyes, because I'm here to criticize the fake mask of mediocrity and monotony and those who live in hypocrisy. And I'm telling you right now that nobody is stopping me from finding myself, from being myself, from knowing myself. So tell me, was the Sermon on the Mount just a laundry list of counts? What to do, do they all apply to you? Was love your neighbor as yourself just some dumb quote? Or was it the word of God that Christ spoke? No, it was truth. Because only those who know themselves can take history off the dust of shelves and recite with might the troubles of the world and the honor and fight. And we're kids, I know, with our tassels and laces all tied up in bows, our shoes pointed out towards the door. I'm free now, we say, and life is just a dorm room away. But listen here and listen fair, for your truth will point you where. Look for your holy inspiration and view the world in imagination, for we're all called to save the world. And no cape or wand is required. Just shoot for the stars or even a little higher, because I inquire if you ever thought this for a while. Was the mind of Aristotle just restricted to the confines of a bottle? Or did William ever regret showing himself through the lines of Juliet? No, because the pen became them. They shot for 11 out of 10. Pick up your head and look straight. Because hands will veil you and mouths will tell you you need to be cruel to survive. Go eat or be eaten alive. But that is a lie, because Gandhi never cut any skin. And look what he did for the world we're in, because he knew what he needed to do. To optimize, to epitomize, to emphasize the will of the most holy divine. So, my friends, it is your time to define the parameters of your own mind. Because Picasso never cared for the operations of space or time. He just created and painted what his inner eyes saw. His truth light in palettes in the waters of color. But sometimes our mouths have no problem. talking about fame and dollars stacked in columns, and we may pick certain college courses because we think they'll provide all of life's resources. But I tell you now, life is made of choices. The choice to ignore or the choice to reform. The choice to listen to the whisper, to the flame in our heart, or the choice to stain all of God's needed art, because we are a canvas, a blank page in an open book, the still strings of a guitar never struck, the empty cleats without dirt, a pending account awaiting the value of its worth. So go get it, go be you, because the beginning of the truth begins in the restlessness of youth. And yes, we may fail, may take the wrong trail, may ask the wind to pick up the wrong sail, but look, the sea is large, and its directions go near and far. And if you want it, you will swim after it. You will brace that mountain and climb it, because there is no gift as great as knowing yourself, and there is no pain like trying to be somebody else. And the light may even hurt. The truth may even leave us burnt, leave us questioning our worth. And yes, the true reality may not be what we want to see. And the pure words you hear may be your biggest fear. So what? Stand up. Because the trick of the world is not to have the truth revolve around you. It is you who must revolve around truth. And take this holy key that is your destiny and flood the world of fantasy into this mundane reality, for even the blind man could see once he saw the truth. So did Muhammad Ali and Wayne Gretzky. So just take your 1,000 shots, or let your ball deflate and helmet rot, because deception will weaken your connection with God's divine intention. Oh, geez. Take the journey to who you are. Search past the books and the seas and stars, because the constellation you create will be beautiful, and the fulfillment you receive will be undeniable. And use your newfound light to stand up and fight the hypocrites who sit on their knees and pray in the streets for everybody to see because of their insecurity. Don't be like them, as Christ says, because sincerity pays and modesty stays with you forever. For worse or for better, we're talking about character. Be the person your family has raised you to be, the person young children aspire to see. But don't forget you in the process, and don't forget your burdens and crosses. And when you complete your journey, remember all your roots. Remember those still lost and confused, those beginning to take those frightening steps, those beginning to take their final test. Help them, because light doesn't shine from behind. It's a beacon in front, easy to find. So lead the line to God the divine. For this life is meant for truth. It's for knowing yourself through and through. It's for giving those gifts back to the world. It's a game of logic and risk, a trial of balance and collapse. But it is a beautiful fall, because it takes a cut to see what's inside, to question and to find. And in this lifetime, we will never meet ourselves, but we will know ourselves. And at the end of the day, we can just hope to say, this is me. God bless the class of 2017.